All right, we're back live talking Steelers game, as you know, or if you're watching this, you will know now. They lead 39-38. Boswell just kicked another field goal. He's been automatic, two of the best kickers in the game. But Chris Hoke joins the panel now. And Chris, you know, you look ahead at this, even if they win this game, there are a lot of problems on defense. And with no Ryan Shazier and no Joe Hayden, what do? Sean Spence bring in, he starts over guys who've been on the roster all year.
Yeah, Bob, there are some serious holes on this defense when you look at trying to replace Ryan Shazier. Who are they going to go with? Sean Spence? Are they going with Arthur Moats? Tonight they were both suspect in this game. Arthur Moats still trying to figure out how to read the guards, trying to play within the box. Sean Spence not fast enough to get sideline to sideline right now, so hopefully he can get his legs back and be ready to play in the upcoming weeks. Then you look on the back end of that defense, Bob. You look at the defensive backs. You look at Artie Burns, who lost his composure tonight, give up some big third downs. Also on the other side, who's going to play? Cody Sensabaugh, Cam Sutton. They're giving up big plays. They're missing tackles. What's going to happen? Time's going to tell over the next 3 weeks.
I don't know, Chris. To me, when you were a guy that backed up Casey Hampton, when he went down, you had the opportunity of a lifetime to start for this team, correct?
Absolutely.
So LJ Ford has been with this team the entire year. If you believe in the next man up, the standard is the standard, how do you pull a guy out of his living room? He hasn't been on a team for 2 months and start him in a Sunday night game. To me, that makes no sense. I know he's familiar with the defense, but you can't expect him in this game to be game speed, game shape ready in a spot like this.
Pony, I don't have a problem with it. Listen, Sean Spence played 2 years in here, started a lot of games. If you remember back before Vince Williams was a starter, he and Sean Spence switched. Sean Spence would play running downs. Vince Williams came in on passing downs. In this game, they felt more comfortable. They must not have liked what they saw last week. And when LJ Fort came in for Ryan Shazier, he struggled in the run game. That's why the Bengals had so many yards in the run game last week, 5.9 yards a carry. So you're looking at saying, do we go with LJ Fort when you know the Ravens are going to pound the football?
Well, isn't that what they did anyways?
Yeah,
they did do that, but they were hoping that Sean Spence. I think Sean Spence in the long run over the next few weeks will be a much better player than LJ Fort.
Jason, let me ask you about the tackling, too, how bad it was.
Was I actually going to interject and say the exact same thing, Pomp? I totally agree with Hokie. I have no problem with Sean Spence playing, but whoever is in there has to tackle better than the Steelers tackle tonight. I think Mike Tomlin's going to be the first guy to admit that. And the discipline, too. I mean, if they play this brand of football against the Patriots, forget about it. If they play this brand of football against a lot of teams, it's just not going to work. Too many penalties, too many missed assignments, too many missed tackles.
Well, they also are in a situation, too, where they're going to probably have to outscore. And they have the weaponry to do that on offense. But at the same time, your defense, if you give up these big chunks, these big plays, this is now how many games in a row here, Andrew, that we've seen them give up pass plays in excess of 30 yards. If you count the previous 3 games and add a 30-yarder in tonight to Chris Moore, all of a sudden you're up to 8 of them in the last 4 games.
Here's my issue with what we see out of the secondary. Okay, it's one thing if guys like Cody Sensabaugh, all right, aren't playing up to Joe Hayden's level. It's different when Artie Burns and Sean Davis, who are in their second year, these are guys that were supposed to take massive leaps forward in year 2. The game that Sean Davis had was absolutely atrocious, disgusting. It's like everything went downhill after the interception. Same thing with Artie Burns. These are guys that in year 2 I would expect to pick up the slack with Hayden out, and I don't think they've done a good job of that.
Yeah, Joe Hayden cannot get back soon enough for this team. I think he is single-handedly one of the most irreplaceable players they have. You know, we can talk about next week, fine, with the Patriots, whatever happens. But if these teams meet in the AFC Championship game, which, come on, we all know they will, they have to have Joe
Jason,
Hayden.
you sound like Tomlin now, like you're giving Jacksonville no shot.
Come on, the coach went there.
But you talk about Joe Hayden coming back, though. If Joe Hayden comes back, will he be up to form?
Yeah,
he was having the best year of his career before he got hurt. But when he comes back, will he have that speed? Will he have the ability to make those tough cuts? I mean, will Cam Sutton, will Cody Sensabaugh be better than him at that point? And my thought is come back, get yourself ready for the playoffs so you're ready to go full go. It's going to be a juggling match here, a chess match for the last month of the season.
Andrew, in the second half especially, I commented to you as we were watching this game, you didn't hear the name Tuitt, Hayward, or Dupree all that much. Those are big guys on defense who have to be a little bit more consistent than they were
And it's surprising because we know the Ravens' offensive line is in tatters. You know, the left tackle's a stud, Stanley. The rest of the guys are, you know, off the scrap heap players. Yonda's out. I mean, he's one of the best interior offensive linemen in the entire NFL. They're not a consistently good running team. They were 30th in the league in yards. Only yards per pass attempt near the bottom of the league. So this was an offense, although it was better last week, that the Steelers, I thought, were going to have a good chance of defending, even with Shazier and Hayden out.
To be fair, though, the way Flacco threw it early, I think I would have let him throw it.
And also, you look over the last couple of weeks, this Ravens offense is finally starting to click. Last week putting 44 in that game. Now coming into this week, Alex Collins is getting going. He has shown to be a high-powered runner right now. He ran. He was able to break tackles. He shows elite speed, in my opinion. And so when you look at this offensive line, who, yeah, they've been put together, Pony, and you're looking at these guys are just kind of journeymen.
I mean, do you think they have a good offensive line, Chris? I mean, do you think
what I've seen the last 2 weeks, when I watched film from last week and what I watched tonight, as you watch them get a hat on a hat, they had hats on Cam Hayward. Why wasn't Cam Hayward? Why wasn't Stephon Tuitt? They only have one tackle each in this game because those guards were getting their hats on those guys. The tackles were able to climb up to the linebackers. When you watch some of these big runs by Alex Collins, they were getting blocked, and they couldn't get off the blocks to make plays.
All right, we're due for a break here. Game still ongoing. Steelers 1-point lead. Baltimore has the ball. And Pat, our floor manager, just made a high-five motion, which must be good news. We'll talk about it when we come back.